Welcome, my friend. We're at the beautiful big beach on Maui for our yoga practice today. As we flow, we'll be moving into poses to release all that no longer serves you. And when we focus on releasing and letting go of things, we clear out space in our body, mind, and spirit. It is important for us to tend to this cleared space and be mindful of what we fill it with. So after each pose that we take time to release what no longer serves you, we will follow it up by tending to this cleared space, by taking a moment to fill you up with gratitude. My friend, let's take a look around and acknowledge what serves you and let go of what does not. I don't use any props in our practice today, but as always, please have them nearby just in case to help best support and meet your body where it's at. I'll join you standing at the front of your mat. Bring your feet hip-width apart, feet are parallel. Take a moment to ground down through all four corners of your feet. Johnny Boy had to pop in to say hi and welcome you. Palms at your side, face open to the front of the mat, eyes closed. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out, letting go. On your next inhale, circle your fingertips up to the sky. Pause at the top and take a bend in both your knees, getting loose throughout your body. Your booty may even pop out a little. We are preparing to allow our body to release and wave down into a forward fold. So on the exhale, go ahead and wave down. This forward fold is our first pose we are going to take to release what no longer serves you. Take your feet a little wider than hip distance. Slight bend in both your knees. Option to let your arms dangle or clasp opposite elbows. Feel grounded in the soles of your feet while allowing your upper body to completely relax and soften. Arms and head weigh heavy. Use your exhalations to not only soften and further relax your body, but also use that out breath to let go and release what does not support your balanced, healthy body and mind. You can imagine that your out breath helps release what does not support you as it spills out the crown of your head, or maybe rolling off of your back, or releasing it out your mouth. All scenarios, you are giving it over to Mother Earth for her to handle and tend to that energy. With that intent, keeping your hips and your lower body just as they are, take a super slow sway of your upper body over to the left. The left elbow slides over towards your left knee, taking it as far over as you can, pausing there before you slowly bring it back through center. And then over to the right side. Pause once you get all the way over, and slowly return to center. Grounding down through the soles of your feet. Begin to shift your weight into the balls of your feet, into your toes. And then shift it back into your heels. Then over to the right. Then over to the left. Back to center, grounding down into Mother Earth. Release your fingertips to the mat. Heel till your feet as wide as the mat, preparing for Malasana, so your toes will point out and your heels in. And then nice and slow, lower your hips down through center as you lift up through your heart. Bring palms to kiss at your heart, and your triceps come to your inner knees. Your tailbone lengthens towards the earth as that crown of head reaches up to the sky, elongating your spine. Let's take this moment here in Malasana to fill you up with gratitude and light, Whether this is in the essence of gratitude or you're actually calling to mind one thing you're grateful for that serves you. While we're here, let's shift forward into the balls of your feet and your toes. Then take it back into your heels. And then over to one side. And then the other. Come to center. Beautiful. We will slowly begin to lift your hips and lower your fingertips to the mat, returning to forward fold. Palms to the mat to step one foot back and then the other to down dog. We will take this as an opportunity to release what no longer serves you. You can use a similar imagery for letting it go and giving it over to Mother Earth by using that out breath to release it from the crown of your head, rolling it off your back or out your mouth. Let's slowly bend into one knee, pressing the opposite heel towards the mat. And then let's switch, opposite heel yearning towards the mat and the other knee bends. Now let's sink both heels towards the mat. Now keeping everything just as it is, we'll slowly sway just your hips as far as you can over to the right. And pause there before you slowly and intentionally sway it back through center, then all the way over to the left side. Back to center. Once you're at center, rise up to your very tippy toes. Then beginning at your tailbone, ripple your spine through as though you're coming into plank pose, but instead we're going to slowly lower your hips down through center all the way to the mat. And slide your fingertips forward so elbows align under your shoulders. And then take a moment to lift up through your heart center. Tops of feet kiss the mat. Take a slow rock of your hips side to side to ground into the earth. And as we hold Sphinx pose with our heart shining, take a moment to fill your body, mind, and spirit up with gratitude. With each inhalation you take in, breathe in and fill every square inch of your body up with gratitude. And use your exhalations to settle into this feeling. Soften and lower, palms slide under your shoulders. Press yourself up to hands and knees and make your way to wide knee child's pose. Knees opening as wide as they can, your big toes kissing. Hips melt to heels and your torso extends through center. Forehead kissing the earth. From here, soften in your elbows to bring your hands at prayer. And then bend into your elbows to lift your prayer overhead towards your back. You may wish to walk your elbows forward a little to help deepen the stretch. And let's take one more moment of gratitude here, calling to mind 1 to 2 things you are grateful for and that serve you best, that are surrounding you right now here in this moment. Alright, my friend, let's slowly lower prayer towards the mat and release palms to kiss the mat. Go ahead and lift your gaze up towards your fingertips before you thread your right arm underneath your left for child's pose variation of thread the needle pose. Your right shoulder grounds to the earth, your temple kisses the earth. Your right palm is open up to the sky. Keep space between your shoulders and your ears. We often store tension within our shoulders, so take this time to release all that does not serve you from this area. Unite with your amazing breath and allow it to support you in your efforts. Nice and slow, unwind and return palm to the mat in child's pose. And we'll take it over to the other side, threading your left arm underneath your right. Shoulder grounds and temple kisses the earth. Your left palm is open to the sky. Go go ahead and check back in with your shoulders and ears to soften and relax them away if needed. Tending to the second side, taking time to release all that does not serve you within from this area. Uniting with your amazing breath and allowing it to support you in your efforts. Slowly unwind, return your palms to the mat. Then we'll tuck your toes and make your way to down dog. We're moving into our flow portion of the practice. So extend your right leg to the sky, hips square to the front of the mat before you step your foot through. Lower your back knee to the mat for low lunge. On your inhale, extend your fingertips to the sky and sink your hips forward and down into the pose. Option to reach your fingertips back and lift your gaze. Breathe in, and as you exhale, sweep your fingertips down to interlace behind your low back. Let's reach those interlaced fingers back and down as you lift your gaze, taking it into a back bend. Further tending to and opening our shoulders and across our chest, heart shining bright. Let's soften an inhalation to extend fingertips to the sky once more before you exhale into a twist, opening to the right side space. Fingertips reaching side to side. Lower your back hand to your thigh, opposite arm reaches up and back. Keep those hips melting forward and down into the pose, that front knee bent. Rise up and fan fingertips side to side before you lower your left palm to the mat. Opposite fingertips extend to the sky for an easy twist. Reach your extended fingertips back, opening your chest towards the sky before you lower your hand to frame your foot. Tuck your back toes and press up. Step front foot back for down dog. Taking that flow to the second side by extending that left leg right up to the sky, keeping your hips square. And then we'll step it through for low lunge. Back knee to the mat. So on your next inhalation, reach and extend those fingertips up to the sky. Melt your hips forward and down into the pose. Option to reach your fingertips back and lift your gaze, sinking those hips even more. Full breath in through your nose. As you exhale, sweep your fingertips down to interlace fingers behind your low back, and then we'll reach those interlaced fingers back and down, lifting your gaze, taking it into a juicy back bend, challenging our balance here a little bit. Then let's soften. Inhalation to extend your fingertips to the sky once more before you exhale into our twist, opening to the left side space this time. Fingertips reaching side to side. Lower your back hand to your thigh as the opposite arm reaches up and back. Really reach those fingertips back while keeping that generous bend in the front knee and your hips sinking into the pose. We'll rise up and fan fingertips side to side before you lower your right palm to the mat. Opposite fingertips reach to the sky for that easy twist. Reach your extended fingertips back, opening your chest to the sky, keeping those front ribs knitted together, and lower your hand to frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes and step back for plank pose. We'll be holding plank pose for 5 steady, even breaths. Your body in one long line from crown of head to heels. Slide your shoulder blades down along your spine, firming them into your back, and press the space between those shoulder blades up towards the sky. Take your gaze about a foot out in front of you. Go to work, my friend. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Big, beautiful breath into upward facing dog. And then using the muscles of your pelvic floor, go ahead and lift your hips to down dog. Lower knees to the mat and sit hips to your heels. We'll be taking straddle pose next, so get yourself situated however is needed to extend legs out long and as wide as you comfortably can. We want your toes and your kneecaps to point up to the sky. And we have a very playful Johnny joining us here. And once you have yourself set up, go ahead and mirror me and slide your left arm down the inside of your leg. Opposite arm reaches up and over. If you have a yoga block handy, you may find it's helpful to place a block to the inside of your thigh for your left arm to lower to, so you can open and find expansion across your chest and collarbone in this side body stretch, as opposed to caving in and rounding. Use your next inhalation to lift up to center, and then take it right over to the right side, using that yoga block if needed to help you get the most out of the stretch by helping with alignment in your body. Reach those extended fingertips away to get nice and long along your left side body. Spiral chest towards the sky. Use your next inhalation to lift up to center. We're going to take it down through center next. So breathe in, finding length in your spine. You may wish to hold it here if this is challenging enough for your body, but if it's within your practice, begin to hinge forward at your hips. Maintain that nice, beautiful long spine of yours as you hinge, letting that heart guide you forward to help maintain the length. Let's rise up and use your hands to bring one leg in and then the other. We are moving into our core strengthening portion of the practice. So with this portion, I invite you to use each exhalation to power up the pose and a big push to release and let go all that no longer serves you. We will begin with an easy boat pose and work our way up. So bring your soles of feet to the mat in front of you, hands grasp along the back of your thighs, then roll your shoulder heads up and back, creating length in your spine, and maintaining a nice flat back. Begin to slowly lean your torso back. And when you're ready, lift one shin and then the other so they're parallel with the earth. Option to take it a step up if you're ready and extend your arms out long, palms face up to the sky. And now whether your arms are extended or grasping the thighs, we'll begin to alternate extending one leg long and then the other. Inhaling as you extend your leg long and exhaling powerfully, releasing what no longer serves you as you bend into your knee and hug it into your chest. Find your own feel-good rhythm, staying present with the sensations you're experiencing. Keep going, you got this. The next time you hug both knees in, pause there, and then extend both legs long for full boat pose for just a moment before, with control, you lower everything to the mat. Now we're not done yet with our core check-in. We have one more, and we'll be doing this one until the point of exhaustion. I personally am not a huge fan of core strengthening poses, so I wouldn't be too excited to hear this at this moment. One of the reasons I want you to go to exhaustion is because I really want you to use this as an opportunity to let go of anything else that remains in your body, mind, and spirit that does not serve you. Just release it and let it go with those powerful exhalations. For this one, we'll extend one leg and then the other to the sky, flex your feet, and then reach your fingertips towards the sky. From here, we'll begin to take pulses, reaching our fingers towards our toes. Exhaling out your nose as you reach up to your toes, and a passive inhale as you lower. Begin whenever you're ready and go at your own pace. You may go faster or slower than what I do. Whatever supports you, getting the most out of this experience. This is your practice. So really draw that navel to spine with your exhalations and release what no longer serves you. Work it out. Let it go. Keep going, my friend. Go to that point of exhaustion. Your body may shake, it may tremble. That's all good stuff. And when you reach that point, with control, I want you to bend into your knees, palms grasp your knees, and let your knees fall side to side. Holding it here, just notice what you're feeling in your body at this moment. Acknowledge the dedication you have to your health and well-being. Acknowledge your personal power center for all that it does for you. And we will all settle into this pose in our own timing, which is the right timing. Let everything soften and weigh heavy here. And we have an option to take happy baby, sliding hands through center to clasp the outside edge of your feet. Then slowly lift your soles of feet to the sky as your knees draw down closer to the earth at your sides. Now only take happy baby if it's calling to you and feels good. Otherwise, just stay with your hands to your knees falling open side to side. Wherever you are, bring feet into center to kiss and lower them to the mat for a reclined butterfly pose, so your knees falling open side to side, letting gravity weigh them down. Extend your arms out side to side, palms open up to the sky. We have released and let go of so much in our last few movements. So with this pose, opening ourselves up, allow yourself to breathe in, receive, and fill your body up with the gifts from the abundant universe. Beautiful. Circle your arms down towards your legs to assist in lifting knees up to center. Then heel toe your feet as wide as the mat with your knees kissing. Taking a counter pose to balance out our body. Do whatever is calling to you with your arms here. Let everything soften and weigh heavy. Allow the intention and the work of our practice to settle in. Slowly heel toe your feet in, and then we'll extend one leg on and then the other for Savasana. Taking our final moments of complete relaxation, complete peace, complete gratitude. Slowly draw one knee into your chest and then the other. Give yourself a big old hug before we roll over to the right side. Take a full deep breath in through your nose and a long slow exhalation out your nose. And with your eyes closed and your attention remaining inward, go to make your way to a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, close your eyes and begin to draw circles with your shoulders, taking 3 in one direction, then switch and take 3 in the opposite direction. Great. Now take a big breath in, scooping your shoulders up to your ears and really squeeze them up before you exhale out your mouth and just drop your shoulders down. Let's take 3 more just like that. Big breath in, scooping your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale out your mouth, letting go. 2 more times at your own pace. All right, my friend. Take a moment here to tune into your body, mind, and spirit, noticing how you're feeling from our practice today. How do you feel now compared to how you felt when we first arrived on the mat together? Big breath in, circling your fingertips up to the sky, gathering love and light. Palms kiss, and bring all that love and light down to heart center. Raise prayer to your forehead. setting an intention to stay present and mindful of our thoughts, thoughts of ourselves and thoughts of others. Hands lower to prayer at your mouth, setting an intention to stay present and mindful as we nourish our body. Hands lower to prayer at your heart, setting an intention to stay present and mindful of our actions, acting in love and kindness. Sending love and light to you and all beings. Namaste. Thank yourself for taking this dedicated time to tend to your body on a physical as well as emotional level. I hope you are feeling amazing. I'm sharing with you a practice here that would be great to follow up this class with. If you enjoyed this practice, please take a moment to throw the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel to get the latest yoga love released each week. So much love from my heart to yours.